Welcome back to Mechanicsburg High School, everybody. John Repitz relieving Greg Mace. Greg on his way back to the TV station, getting ready for the 11 o'clock show tonight on ABC 27. So I have the fortune of calling the boys' game for you tonight. Trinity and Mechanicsburg, after a very good game by the girls in the opening contest where Mechanicsburg came out on top. Now we're getting ready for the boys' contest. And gentlemen, if we can have a game like we had in the first one and the wrestling match we had here last night, we've had two great television shows emanating here from Mechanicsburg within the last 24 hours. Hopefully we have a third one, right?
That's not fair because we're sweating. You just got here.
I just got here.
And you're not sweating.
Not yet. Not yet.
Fans at home, do not give him a pass on any mistakes or miscues. Oh, man. It's great atmosphere. I wish you were here, but I'm glad we could bring you here to the Wildcat Dome here in Mechanicsburg.
It's going to be wild, I tell you. It's packed already. It's crazy loud. So here's a look at some of the action from Trinity earlier. Larry, Charlie, what do you think?
Well, these guys for Trinity here, they're loaded. They got 4 guys that can knock it down. There's Westner feeding Trumpy. They're athletic. Todd will talk about that in a little bit with Trumpy, Kuntz. I know we have a Larry Koslak team that is as deep as they ever, but they have guards that just can manufacture points from the outside. It's going to be a tough battle for Mechanicsburg. Let's see what they got here, though.
I mean, one of the things, you know, Farnham all year long has been their go-to guy. I mean, I talked to Coach Stickler earlier, and he said, you know, they're hurting a little bit. They're short of some players. They caught a couple big guys that didn't come out. One guy hurt that was 6'6 plus. But really what they're going to need to do is they're really going to need to slow that tempo down a little bit so that they can match Trinity tonight. But I look for them to play really well in front of the crowd, though.
Yeah, and I think the one concern for Trinity is sloughy defense, and Larry Koslak teams are traditionally very hard-nosed defensively. Last time out, not a great defensive performance. Against this Mechanicsburg team, you cannot not play aggressive defense in this place. Last year, it was defense that caused Trinity to walk out of here with a significant, I believe, 9-point win. It's not going to happen here tonight in this crowd. Wildcats fired up unless Trinity can add defense to their offense.
Keys to the game?
Well, one of the things on Trinity's end is force the transition. Get up and down here, execute, and then finish the game. They've been letting teams get close in the end. And then last but not least, I want to see them play. My only thing that I want to say is they've got to play that old Trinity defense. They've been allowing teams that play with them that I think it's really come down to defense. And then on the other end, I've talked to Coach Strickler, and I think he agreed with me. They might have to look at that old matchup that he's played. He used to give us fits at Susquehanna, and then they've got to contest the arc. Yeah. I mean, Trinity's going to put it up 15, 20 times from three-point lane. And last but not least, just slow the tempo. 45 and under, it's an upset tonight at 45 and under. Now, I'm not predicting it. I'm
well,
at
that's
45
about what
and under.
Mechanicsburg's been averaging a game, 45. Trinity, on the other hand, averaging about 62. So that's what you're saying. They have to kind of keep the pace down a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
And the rims are a little tight here at Mechanicsburg. This is, you know, you got to have a great shot to make baskets here. A lot of balls bouncing in and out in a girls' game. You can just see them warm-ups. They're tight rims. So that could play in Mechanicsburg's favor with the home court. But nonetheless, the balls bounce the same. The rims are the same height. Let's see how it shapes up.
Okay, you're watching the Select Medical First Choice pregame show. We're counting down. We're about 3 minutes to go, and so we're ready for the tip of this one. So let's take a break, and then we'll come back right here to Mechanicsburg. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
If you thought November at Brenner Chrysler Jeep was big, you ain't seen nothing yet. The Big Finish 2012 is still going strong with the biggest deals yet. Find 0% financing up to 72 months. All 2012 vehicles priced at invoice. And big discounts. Up to $12,661 on the luxurious 2012 Chrysler 300C. Your biggest deal of 2012 is at the Big Finish 2012. Only at Brenner Chrysler Jeep. Bigger, better, Brenner.
For generations, Caterpillar has delivered innovative products that help customers build strong, profitable businesses. And for more than 60 years, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company has been Pennsylvania's source for first-class Caterpillar equipment, service, parts, and rentals. With 26 locations across Pennsylvania, we've grown right alongside our customers, delivering on our commitment to provide a superior experience and maximum value. Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, helping Pennsylvania prosper since 1948.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Welcome back to Mechanicsburg High School, everybody. We have a packed house tonight, getting ready for what should be a good boys game, a backyard rivalry. The Trinity Shamrocks and the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. The horn just sounded a minute to go. We're going to get ready to introduce the starting lineups tonight. Charlie, with the packed house we have tonight with the crowd, how much of a factor will that be? Obviously, it's going to be a boost for Mechanicsburg, but can it be a real hindrance for Trinity?
I don't think Trinity thrives under this atmosphere, especially because of the type of atmospheres they're used to playing in. I think this is one game that boils down to execution. Mechanicsburg has a smaller window of error tonight. They have only so many ways that they can get baskets. Trinity can score by mistake with all the talent that they have on the court. So they can make mistakes and still score points. Tonight, Strickler has to do what he normally does, and that's get the guys that can score the ball in scoring positions. So it's going to be execution for the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. Colin Farnham from Mechanicsburg can light it up. Last year we saw him score a tough 13 points in a box-and-one defense. Look for Trinity to try to key on him tonight as well.
Trinity's starting lineup being introduced to the crowd right now. Finally, last one coming out, Jay Agnew. He's joined by Dylan DeFrank, Brandon Kuntz, Dom Antonelli, and Brad Wessner. Starting five for Trinity. Now we switch over, here come the Wildcats on the floor.
Tell you what, we have a pizza in the front row there. The student section over there, the Alley student section, has one player, or one of the fans has dressed like a pizza. We have the disciples.
That's Colin Farnham, joined by Zach Ross, Zach Bruner. And finally, Drew Shankwater rounds out the starting five for Trinity, or for Mechanicsburg.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise and welcome members of the Mechanicsburg Senior High Concert Chorale.
Getting ready for the national anthem tonight, Mechanicsburg High School. Nice rendition of the national anthem by students here at Mechanicsburg High School tonight. I tell you, gentlemen, if the game runs as smoothly as that rendition of the anthem went, then we are in for a treat. Trinity coming in undefeated, 5-0 on the year. Mechanicsburg a game under 500 at 2-3. But if the crowd means anything in this one, throw that out. They're going to go eyeball to eyeball for the next 4 quarters.
Trinity has an interesting starting lineup here. They have
Kuntz in the middle and then a lot of guards.
Yeah, 4 guards. It looks like Trumpy's not starting
Trumpy's
tonight.
not in the starting lineup tonight.
Maybe a little rumor, start a little bit under the weather, but looking either way to bring him off the bench tonight. Looks like Mechanicsburg goes with a 2-big lineup with Bruner and Drew Shankweiler. Look for him to try to exploit that advantage early.
And we are underway for Mechanicsburg. And the ball comes late at the scores, the announcer's table. Out of bounds. And it's going to go to Trinity. Shamrocks in the green, their road green uniforms with the white numbers and trim. Moving left to right in the opening half tonight.
Mechanicsburg in that matchup zone. Tight 3-2 matchup. Looks like a hard defense to score against, that's for sure. There's Western, he's creative.
Open 3, good. Dom Antonelli, first 3 points. Trinity up 3-0.
It's a good sign for Trinity early.
Wildcats in the home white with the gray and maroon trim. Moving right to left, and we have our first foul of the evening.
This is what Reed Alioff does for Mechanicsburg. He's an attacker. You're not going to get a lot outside from him, but he's one of those slashers for Mechanicsburg.
That foul was on Brad Western at Trinity, and right back for Mechanicsburg is Colin Farnham hitting the jumper.
And the scouting report is really clear when you play Mechanicsburg. Colin Farnham is by far the most explosive three-point shooter when he gets it going from all over 4 or 5 feet behind the three-point line. And they can't let that happen too often tonight. And Mechanicsburg going to have an easy road here.
Nice feed inside to Brad Western, who lays it off the glass. 5-2 Shamrocks. Baseline jumper, no good. Loose ball, staying down this end of Mechanicsburg. Zach Ross with the inbound pass. Inside, tough, left-handed move, no good. Trinity with the ball, looking to push it up floor.
Tell you what, John, Todd has a front row seat to all that scrapping around the basket. I'm out of breath just watching.
Loose ball, we're going to see a lot of this tonight. Trinity picks it up in the backcourt. Attacking the rim. Kicked out again. DeFrank, no good, over the baseline. Staying with Trinity.
John, Charlie, one of the things we talked about was Trinity will settle outside the arc and they will put it up. But one of the things that's real effective is Western going baseline, kicking it out. And there you go with DeFrank. They've got so many weapons.
DeFrank from the corner. It's an 8-2 Trinity lead now. Zach Ross, feet inside, foul inside, a hard foul. Brandon Kuntz with the foul.
Well, and that's what they got to do. Mechanicsburg really has to take advantage of the size disadvantage while Trumpy's on the bench.
Kuntz with the foul sends Zach Bruner to the floor. So Bruner's going to go to the line shooting 2.
Kuntz is a pretty good football player out here, so exercising some of those skills on that play.
As fast and as physical as the game is now, I think you almost have to be a football player sometimes, especially if you're going to take it inside the paint. Booner's second shot is also gets that one to go in. 8-3 game now. Trinity on top. DeFrank loses the handle. Ross takes it to the hoop, no good. Farnham with the rebound. Wildcats set it up.
Josh Smith with a great steal out front. Hopefully the Mechanicsburg can capitalize, and they cannot.
Kuntz pass, kicks it out, tipped away. Shamrocks maintain the ball.
And Trinity's doing a good job, John Todd, of continually moving the ball, penetrate, kick, trying to open up some gaps in that zone. Now they're out on a man-to-man. Mechanicsburg got out of it. Trinity loves when teams play a man-to-man, running that flex offense.
Kuntz spin move, tough shot, no good. Shankweiler clears the board.
Well, he was out of his element on that play.
A little bit of a force. Zach Ross, entry pass. Bruner, nice move with the right hand.
Well, and while Trumpy's on the bench, that should be the game plan every time down court. Todd, your thoughts about the post play for Mechanicsburg?
Well, they got Dom Antonelli on him, on Bruner, and that is definitely a mismatch. And Charlie, you're right, because Trumpy's coming in the game now. And I tell you what, Trumpy's been electrifying. I saw him the other night at Lower Dolphin. He had 4 dunks, 2 which were traffic. And Charlie, John, he's elevating his game at the Division I level now.
Shamrocks inbound, that's Dylan DeFrank. There's Trumpy inside, goes up for the jam, and it's rejected. Foul on the play. Here's another look at that again. Trumpy takes it up strong to the hoop. But Zach Bruner says, get that out of here. You're not putting it in.
Well, and they're going to need Bruner on the court, so there's only so many of those fouls Zach Bruner's going to have to give. Shankweiler comes back in the game. Coach Strickland knows how valuable it is to match up with the size of Trinity right now. They don't need to give away that advantage.
Trumpy cans 2 from the line. Shamrocks have doubled up the Wildcats. It's now 10-5.
Trumpy coming in with some early energy here. Playing good pressure defense on the perimeter. Farnham has yet to really get in the game after that first shot. Guarded very tightly by Agnew. Whenever you need to toughen up on defense from Trinity, usually Agnew's the guy to make that decision.
Shot rejected by Kuntz. Trinity with the ball. Approaching the 3-minute mark, the opening quarter. Kuntz strong to the hoop, can't get the bounce on the rim. No good. Trumpy there at the follow, puts it up and in.
The thing that makes it hard with Trumpy, guys, is it's like a guard playing around the basket. So he has the ability to finesse, and so it's definitely an advantage for Trinity. He's not a post back to the basket type guy. He can kind of do it all around the hoop.
Foul play called that time.
Yeah, Bruner showing a little bit of fatigue here. Hasn't gotten a break here. He's going to have to log a lot of minutes tonight. He's going to need to settle down and hit a couple foul shots to keep Mechanicsburg early in this game.
First shot is good. Couple of subs coming back in. That's Brad Wessner checking back in for Trinity.
That's a good sub to get Colin Farnham out. Kind of take the focus off of the guy that Trinity's keen on. Maybe sneaking back in a minute or two and they lose track of him. That's usually what happens sometimes.
Second shot is no good. Kuntz clears the board. Long jumper from the corner, Dylan DeFrank. This one's starting to get out of hand a little bit. It's 15-6 now, favor of the Wild Shamrocks.
Well, Mechanicsburg went to the man-to-man. And with that, they're going to have to mano-a-mano up.
Steele Trumpy over to Antonelli. Lobbed it for Trumpy, just a little too high.
And here's
another look at that one. Trying to work the give and go. There it is, just out of the outstretched hands of Trumpy. That would have brought the house down here, but he got his hand on that and put it in.
But I think Larry Koslak would have liked to just put the ball in the basket right there, especially the first quarter of the game. I don't think any coach is happy with that.
Shot underneath, no good by Farnham.
Farnham scrapping at 5'8", 5'9", getting rebounds around the trees. Look at this little guy, tough as nails. Look at this, he gets his own rebound.
Good fake right there, but it's tough when you're giving away that much height underneath. A couple of more subs checking in now.
Look for Farnham to maybe come off a double here.
Zach Ross with the inbound. There's Farnham. Good. Just like you're called. 15-9 now. Wildcats cut the disadvantage to
I
6.
guess it helps being a coach a little bit watching these broadcasts.
Near steal. Long three is good. Dom Antonelli. 18-9 now, Trinity, as we approach the 1 minute mark in the opening quarter.
John, Charlie, when Trinity is on their game and they're hitting from the outside, they're so tough to beat. And right now they're hot.
Shankweiler with a move underneath. Rebound, puts it back in and gets the foul. Good board work. Shankweiler the rebound and the back, put back and the foul.
You know, there's another way to look at this first quarter, guys. Trinity's up by 7, but they've made a lot of threes. They cool down. Mechanicsburg stays steady. Mechanicsburg scoring a lot of their points around the basket, and that's a good sign for them. 4 for 5 3-pointers for Trinity early.
Foul on the floor.
And this guy doesn't miss foul shots. If this is 2 shots here, oh, fortunately for Trinity, it's not. That is
non-shooting.
Farnham doesn't miss foul shots.
Next foul, the Wildcats will be in the bonus. Nice move up and in by Zach Bruner. Under a minute to go now, 18-13.
Zach Bruner might be one of the most improved posts in the area from last year, this year. Still only a junior. Great ball player.
Fadeaway 3, no good by Wessner. Wildcats looking to push it.
I think Mechanicsburg will be happy for the last shot at this point.
$15 seconds. Spin move in the lane, gets the rolling in. Zach Bruner. Big comeback by Mechanicsburg here at the end, but it's Trinity on top after 1 quarter, 18-15. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
There's nothing like a little one-on-one time at home with family. These times make the best memories, and all of them need protection. You can find that protection with the Capital Region Insurance Agency. Affordable protection and superior service from Erie Insurance. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Call the Capital Region Insurance Agency for a quote today. 717-731-1142.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about.
Back to Mechanicsburg High School. Trinity on top of Mechanicsburg by a score of 18-15 after the opening quarter. Mechanicsburg in the white uniforms inbounding the ball to start the second.
John, Charlie, I saw something that right there on that last shot that Brunner made. One of the things I saw, they isolated him. He went off the dribble very well. That's something I think Mechanicsburg go to.
Laying inside by Reed Allowith.
Oh, and that was
cuts it to 18-17.
That was common sense basketball right there. Reed had the layup. Instead of throwing it back out, just turned, pivoted, and saw the opening. That's basically a street ball player right there.
Long fadeaway three, no good by Jay Agnew. Wildcats with a chance to take the lead. Layup and in! Nice. Allowith again.
John, Charlie, what a momentum shift. Just before that last shot being made, now favoring Mechanicsburg. Now they're going to go back to the man-to-man defense, and they're getting after it right now.
Well, and how about the percentage shots? How about the soccer player in Josh Smith that sees the field and sees that Reed flashing to the basket?
Trumpy baseline, pull up, no good.
Trinity's
Shank
certainly
Wiley
out of a
rebound.
rhythm. Trinity is certainly out of a rhythm right now.
Well, one of the things you're pointing out in the first quarter is that Trinity was doing all their scoring from outside.
Yep.
When they have to put the ball on the floor and work it in, it hasn't been working for them so far.
Yep.
Trinity inbound under the basket. It's Dom Antonelli.
Mechanicsburg slid back underneath on out-of-bounds plays. They slid back to their 3-2. And now they're going to go match up out of it a little bit. Now they're going back man-to-man. And they're getting good mixes on defense, and I think it's throwing Trinity off kilter.
Trumpy way out from the basket, and the foul away from the ball underneath. It's going to be an offensive foul on Trinity. Foul's going to be on Jack Walsh of the Shamrocks. That's his second.
Well,
Team 7.
Trinity picking up full court here. When you pick up full court, you spend a lot of energy. You're going to need to be in it to attack the rim on offense, because this is going to take away shooters' legs. You start playing full court basketball from start to finish. Credit Mechanicsburg to force them into it.
Team foul situation right now. Mechanicsburg was in the bonus with 7 team fouls on Trinity. Only 1. There's a steal. Zach Ross to the hoop. Lays it in, and Larry Kostelak says timeout. Mechanicsburg, the first 6 points to start the second quarter. There's the steal. Ross to the hoop, lays it in. So the Wildcats now up by 3.
I'll tell you what, that student section over there, holy cow. They are going crazy.
There we go. Mike Torsch of ABC 27 put a camera in the face, and Mike knows how to incite the crowd, doesn't he?
We got pumpkins in that crowd. We got Santa Claus. We got Jesus and the disciples.
Superman, I mean, you name it. Mrs. Claus is there too, John.
Loose ball off Mechanicsburg.
I'll tell you what, Josh Smith from Mechanicsburg is making a lot happen. Mechanicsburg on a 12-0 run since 1:25 mark of the first quarter.
And Charlie, really what happened is Trinity settled around and settled for the outside shot to get Trumpy back in the game. Trumpy's a guy you can go inside to, look for something different, not settling for the threes out here.
Todd, you were talking about Mechanicsburg trying to keep the pace down. 21 points already. That's almost half of what they get in an average game.
They're actually elevating their game and going out the floor.
That's Trumpy with the baseline jumper. Ends that 12-0 run. So that pulls the Shamrocks back within a point. It's 21-20.
That's a big shot for Trinity. Big shot by Trumpy. Colin Farnham doing a good job of letting the game come to him. If things open up for him from outside, that could be another weapon for Mechanicsburg.
To the hoop off the glass, no good. Wildcats with the offensive rebound feed inside, good! (23-20).
Tell you what, Mechanicsburg strikes you as these guys just know where each other is in and out of those small cracks.
Off the iron, no good. Trumpy with the rebound takes it to the hoop and gets fouled. Dylan DeFrank, long shot just short off the rim. So Trumpy's going to go to the line. Makes the first. He'll shoot another. Also good. 1 point game. As we approach the halfway point of the second quarter. Long three, good! Colin Farnham.
John, that was not only long. Colin Farnham was sitting next to us when he shot that ball, and I am almost not exaggerating. I thought he was out of bounds. The players thought he was out of bounds. That was about 27, 28 feet.
That was NBA range. We're under 4 minutes, so we're going to take a timeout here at Mechanicsburg with Mechanicsburg leading Trinity 26-22. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
High School Sports Live on ABC 27 is sponsored in part by The Patriot News, powered by PennLive.com, by Pac Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their portfolios, and by Keystone Tax Associates, a specialized sales and use tax consulting business that helps its clients recover sales and use tax refunds as well as defending clients' audits.
As you can see, last year I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoop shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
High School Sports Live on ABC 27 is sponsored in part by the Carlisle Sentinel. Log on to Cumberland.com for high school sports coverage and more. By Allied Cleaning Technologies, Central Pennsylvania's premier resurfacing gym floor specialist, utilizing the most environmentally safe, durable, high-gloss gym floor coatings manufactured. By the Keystone State Games, coming to the Harrisburg area again in 2013. And by Sports Recruiters, your vehicle for sports success, with programs to help you get recruited. sportsrecruiters.com.
Welcome back to Mechanicsburg. The Wildcats leading the Shamrocks by 4, 26-22. 3:52 to go in the opening half. Trinity and Green inbounds the ball under the basket. Driving down the lane, no foul called. Wildcats looking to push it. Farnham, long shot, off the rim short. Right over to the table. Ball goes to Trinity.
John, Charlie, one of the things that Mechanicsburg got to be careful of is not getting up in that rat race, that fast-paced game, and pulling from three. They've been very effective by going to Burner inside. He has 13.
Well, and Todd, you and I rarely disagree. The only thing I will say there is it's been so hard for Farnham to get an open look, to have that opportunity. I think you're right, though, in a sense that let's keep pounding it at him and letting the threes come as a byproduct. And Josh Smith could have took it to the rack right there.
Nice feed inside that time to Dylan DeFrank. Hit the tough shot and drew the foul. He's going to go to line to try to complete the three-point play, which does not happen. Zach Ross pushes it to the hoop, lays it off to Farnham and in.
Farnham's with double digits.
Wow.
Long three, long off the rim, no good. Trumpy cleans it up, lays it in, doesn't get it up, now gets the follow.
You know, he's tough, guys. He's tough. Trumpy is beating to his own drummer out there right now for Trinity, and it's a good thing they have one guy that is, because he's keeping them in the ball game when the well has run dry on the threes.
Farnham drives the lane. They call a foul on the way in. Just like us on Facebook, folks. We got pictures, schedules, information about upcoming broadcasts. Just like us, high school sports live in quotes.
Live in quotes, yeah.
Live in quotes. Got to get that in there. To the hoop, no good. Foul on the play.
Tell you what, Wessner is a great scorer for Trinity. Struggled last game, a little bit under the weather lately. A lot of this stuff going around. I know Sunday night I had it myself, went through the family, and it's just something players and teams and schools, they just got to battle through this time of the year when that kind of stuff's going around. But this is a tough kid.
Wessner makes the first foul shot. He'll shoot a second with an attempt to tie the game at 28.
Brad is the fourth of four Wessner boys, one of which played for me at Northern, Tommy Wessner, and all four of those guys, all combined points on the West Shore. They're over 3,200 points in four, maybe 4,000 points. 3 1,000-point scorers.
Knotted at 28, 2.5 left, opening half rather. Ross up underneath, no good.
Okay, Josh Smith went hard but didn't pay off.
Taking it to the hoop, high off the glass and good. Brad Wessner puts Trinity back in front.
Oh, there's 4,002 points.
That's right, Charlie.
And counting.
Tell you what.
And stay tuned at halftime. We're going to have a couple of shootouts for you. Our members' first halftime shootout. That'll be coming your way. You won't want to miss that. And then also the special event at halftime.
Yeah, basically compliments of Brenner Family of Dealerships. We're sponsoring a 24-second shot. We'll explain the rules at halftime. We're prohibited to explain those on the air until right up to the event. A fan that was already pre-selected between the girls' game can win a 2013 Chrysler 200 sedan. Car valued at $20,000.
Wouldn't that look nice under somebody's Christmas tree next week? 1:49 to go. Trinity, after falling behind early in the second quarter, is now back on top 30-28. Mechanicsburg inbounds. Zach Ross.
Mechanicsburg trying to get possibly a last shot here. They like where the score is right now.
How gutsy a move would that be to try to kill almost the last 2 minutes?
Well, Coach Strickland's been known to be a tactician in these games. He knows that he has less points in the stat column as a team.
5-second violation. Good defense by the Rocks. Creates the turnover.
And this is where that becomes a disadvantage.
So Trinity with a 2-point lead and the ball as we hit the 1 minute mark. And Trinity stretches that lead. It's now a 4-point game, 32-28. .30 seconds. Ross off the glass and good for the Wildcats.
Nice post up by point guard Josh Smith.
Under 10. Shamrocks will get the last shot. There it is, and he nails it. Dom Antonelli at the buzzer. Trinity, after trailing most of the second quarter, goes to the halftime locker room with a 5-point advantage. 35-30 over the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
We know. Come see us. At Brenner Nissan, we know you want guarantees when you buy your cars. So at Brenner Nissan, we guarantee you'll get a better deal here by $500. Or that car is yours. That's right. At Brenner Nissan, we guarantee you'll get a better deal here by $500. Or that car is yours. No games, no gimmicks. Call 1-877-BRENNER. Brenner Nissan. We know guarantees.
Hey folks, I've never met anyone who didn't love a bargain. At Ollie's Bargain Outlet, you'll find brand name merchandise at up to 70% off the fancy store prices. We scour the world to find closeouts, package changes, overruns, bargains on Mattel, Black & Decker, Ortho, Mohawk, Bissell, Random House, and more.
New bargains arrive daily, but when they're gone, they're gone. Visit ollies.us for a store near you. Ollie's.
Good stuff, cheap.
Max Saver here at Carnes Foods, where you'll always find a ton of great deals from groceries to meat department.
There's no place like Carnes for the holidays with fresh holiday turkeys, fruit baskets, holiday pies, cakes, and frozen extra jumbo shrimp for only $6.99 a pound. Plus, right now, Carnes has incredible savings like Levy's whole semi-boneless hams, only $1.99 a pound. Whole smoked Kunzler, Burke's, or Carnes double smoked boneless hams, only $2.89 a pound. And USDA choice whole T-bone short loins, just $4.88 a pound.
Carnes, over 3,000 items on sale every day in every store.
What's in a name? Everything. It's your own personal brand. It's who you are. Your word. At Members First, our name speaks volumes. It's our guarantee to our members that there is nothing more important to us than you, your family, your well-being.
When you walk into a Members First branch or office, we'll get to know you, and we'll greet you by name. Open an account today and take advantage of our low Visa balance transfer rate. At Members First, we put our members first.
Welcome back to Mechanicsburg High School. John Reps along with Charlie Fortney and our entire High School Sports Live team. Trinity leading Mechanicsburg by a score of 35-30 at halftime. And we have a couple of special shootouts coming up. One, somebody has a chance to win a car tonight. So Charlie, take it away.
Okay, we're going to go through our shooters. Shooting and representing select physical therapy and forced choice rehab specialist is Danny Jackson. Next to him is Mike Kelly, shooting on behalf of Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. Next to him is Will Edwards, shooting on behalf of United Concordia. Then we have Chaz Wagner, shooting on behalf of Cleveland Brothers. Ryan Brady, Capital Region Insurance Agency. Andrew Kruger, shooting on behalf of Huffman Ford. That's our Trinity student section. Give these guys a hand. Now down here, shooting on behalf of the Mechanicsburg shooting section on behalf of the Brenner family of dealerships is Frank Hoy, Ollie's Bargain Outlet, Andrew Spanos, shooting on behalf of Pizza Hut, Dakota Landis, Dauphin County Commissioners, Joe Becker, Carnes Food Store, Bobby Menser, Groff Tractor, Anthony Wolf. Okay, these guys will get, actually this will be 45 seconds on the clock. We will get 45 seconds on the clock. The team that makes the most shots wins. They will enjoy a pizza in the lobby and a Snapple. When I say go, it's a three-point shootout, and let's see which student section can make the most shots. Ready, go. Okay, we're starting out bad here, guys. Okay. Okay. We need somebody to break the ice here. There's Santa Claus. Okay. All right, a little bit closer there. We got 15 seconds left. One might win it. Okay, we have 5 seconds. Oh! Trinity wins the Pizza Hut Pizza and the Snapple. Give these guys a great round of applause.
So that was our first shootout. Now we're going to get ready for the chance to win the car.
Okay, we're going to explain the rules of how our contestant can win the car. Let's get your name, sir.
Greg Brocious.
Greg Brocious. Let's give Greg Brocious a big round of applause. Greg Brocious is going to be with Todd McCall. Todd's going to get Greg set up for the shootout as I explain the rules. It's very important that we have quiet in the facility. As you notice, there are 24 seconds on the clock. For Greg to have a chance to win the 2013 Chrysler 200 sedan, he has 24 seconds. Greg has a chance to win this car by making a layup, making a foul shot, making a three-point shot, and if Greg is fortunate enough to make those three, he's allowed to miss as long as he can do this in 24 seconds, but he has to make the layup first, the foul shot, the three-point shot, and then his last shot will be from half court. The rules to the game are this, Greg. Your first layup has to start with a dribble and then shoot the layup. The foul shot, the three-point shot, and the half court, you have to be behind the line when you shoot the ball. It's okay to drift over, but you have to be behind the line to start. When I say go, the clock will start, and Greg, hey, let's hear it for Greg, guys. Brenner family of dealerships will give a 2013 Chrysler 200 sedan if Greg can win this contest. Starting with a dribble, go. Okay, we have 5 seconds left. The next one's the foul shot. Come on, let's cheer Greg on. Okay, we to the next round. Oh, let's give a big hand for Greg. He got to the third round. All right. That concludes our members first halftime shootout. And let's thank all of our contestants with a round of applause. Let's enjoy the second half.
So that does it for our two halftime shootouts. Again, Trinity on top of Mechanicsburg 35-30. We'll be back with the second half coming up a little bit in a couple of minutes. Right now you're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
What could you do with $2,500? Right now at Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premier Ford dealer. Get $2,500 off a new 2013 Ford Fusion. Dozens to choose from. Incredible styling and quality. Unbeatable gas mileage. And now through November, every Fusion in stock is $2,500 off. The selection, service, and savings are all in one place. Harrisburg's premier Ford dealer, Hoffman Ford. Visit hoffmanford.com.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about.
Welcome back to Mechanicsburg High School. This is the United Concordia Dental halftime report. And we have a pretty good first half to talk about as Trinity leads Mechanicsburg by a score of 35-30. Joining Charlie and I here at the table is writer for the Carlisle Sentinel. This is Perry Mattern. You might recognize that last name. Perry's father, Mark, a longtime employee of the Harrisburg Senators, front office official there. Perry now working for the Sentinel. And Perry, what are your thoughts of the first half so far?
First of all, I'd have to say I'm very impressed with Mechanicsburg's effort. The Shamrocks, I think, were heavily favored coming into this game, and the way, especially Mechanicsburg's guards, have stood up to these Trinity guards. I think a lot of people think these Trinity guards are some of the best in the area, or maybe in the mid-pen. Yeah. And the Mechanicsburg guards have stood up. Josh Smith has dished out 7 assists, and Colin Farnham has 10. And I think they've done a very good job of actually playing the up-tempo pace, which I thought they'd struggle with, but they've done a good job of it, scoring in the half court in transition as well.
It's been a game of surges. Trinity had the better of it in the first quarter. Then Mechanicsburg caught fire at the end of the first and early in the second, then kind of died out and Trinity came back. Did you kind of foresee the same thing again in the second half?
I would. I think Trinity, first off, has to figure out, how to score in the half court. If they're not making three-point shots with Antonelli and DeFrank and Wessner, they have a lot of trouble scoring in the half court. They like to get out and run. When Mechanicsburg was scoring, that forced Trinity to kind of set stuff up in the half court, and they really struggle with that. If they get some stops on D and get out and run, I think Trinity could pull away in this one.
Yeah, and I think Mechanicsburg has to be careful. When they got conservative in this game, down 5 at half. They just need to play Trusser at home, and they're going to have to hit shots and make big plays to win. Feel confidence in the guys. I think the second half could come down to the wire, and I hope it does because it's been a great night already.
Could Mechanicsburg be sitting there looking at the scoreboard saying, hey, we got 30 points. We only average about 42 a game. And we already have 30. I mean, what's going on here, guys?
I think they just have to keep shooting the ball, and I think someone they need to get back involved is Zach Bruner. He had 8 in the first quarter. You didn't hear from him in the second. So I think they need to get him involved again, and if they shoot it well from the outside, I think they'll do well. 13 to 25 is a good number.
Shooting better than 50%. When you do that, you're going to score a lot of points in the first half. So we're getting ready to start the third quarter here. Again, Trinity on top by 5, 35-30. This is the United Concordia Dental halftime report. Thank you to Perry Mattern of the Carlisle Sentinel for his thoughts on tonight's first half. And here we go. Get ready to start second half of action for Mechanicsburg. It'll be the Wildcats moving left to right on your screen here in the second half of action.
I'll tell you, this has been a game, you know, of styles, and it's changed. And, you know, all I can think of right now is you know, if you're a fan there, John, sitting there, whether you're a former coach or a fan, how are you viewing this game? We're sitting up a few rows, but what's the average fan thinking in a game like this?
Mechanicsburg takes it right to the hoop, and that's Zach Bruner with the basket. That's now a 3-point game, 32-35. Favor the Shamrocks. Dylan DeFrank launches the three, no good. Farnham with a rebound.
Yeah, and Bruner was quiet in that second quarter, but the post play has been really interesting and spurty in this game. You saw Mechanicsburg early. Oh, there's Farnham, beautiful.
Long three.
Well, that was from downtown, ladies and gentlemen.
And we are knotted at 35.
You know what, I feel like a legend next to me, John Reppitz, and I hear you know this guy.
Yes, I've known this guy for a long, long time, perhaps longer than I'd like to admit. All the way back to probably what, the early 1980s. That shows our age, I hate to say it, but we're being joined here now at the table by Jeff Thompson, former Trinity girls coach, former Mechanicsburg boys coach, former Susquehanna boys coach. Just all-around basketball guru. So as the second half goes on, we'll be getting some of Jeff's thoughts.
Jeff, what did he see so far?
Well, I like
fixing the headset here.
Josh Trumpy inside puts Trinity back on top, 37-35.
I like the inside play of number 2 from Mechanicsburg, Zach Bruner. He got in foul trouble there in the first half, and Trinity went on to run through that foul trouble. But they've managed to weather the storm. Josh Smith is doing a heck of a job going to the hole.
Yes,
wow, he can take the ball to the hole. Good athlete.
Well, it seems like his guard skills of seeing the whole floor really are paying off. There's no real true point guard out there for Trinity. They're all like guys that live in the backyard, living for the last second shot, one-on-one, two guards.
They're catch and shoot guys.
Yeah, catch and shoot guys.
They're all catch and shoot guys.
And here Josh Smith is maybe the only true floor general out there who's happy with just distributing.
He looks pass first all the time.
Traveling on that is the slide of the foot. Turns the ball over to the Shamrocks. And he's still on top by 2.
You know, Wessner is that guard that can score in all kind of different ways.
No look passed by DeFrank.
A lot of mustard on that one.
I'm going to say off the hands of Trumpy. He doesn't agree. But the ball's going to go to Mechanicsburg.
Well, and I respect referee Brent Lawson on that. He looked to the other official, the 3-man crew, asked him what he thought, said no, and stuck with his call. But he was willing to ask, And that's what I like about this 3-man crew. The officials aren't afraid. It's almost like instant replay in football, Jeff and John, is that they're not afraid to have their call recounted so long as, you know, they can support it.
They get it right. They need to get it right.
Hey, Jeff, what do you think of that Todd guy down there hanging near the student section? Todd McCall. You know that guy?
I used to know him.
Used to,
yeah. Yeah, Todd had a story he wanted to tell you. He was telling me before the game. He's all ready for you. Todd hit him with it.
Well, you know, last time I interviewed Coach Thompson, I asked what his greatest win was. He said when he upset us at Susquehanna, which, you know, was one of the toughest losses I've ever had. Right now, thinking about it makes me want to throw up. But I had to come back with a tip-in by a guy we called Sheep at Northern to win it and go on to win a division. But, Coach, you had your share of divisions at Susquehanna and great players, too. And I've always respected you.
Well, it was a good run, and this gym certainly brings back a lot of great memories for me. Colin Farnham's uncle hit some big shots for the first Mechanicsburg title about 30 years ago. So it's kind of fun to see him shooting that ball up, just like his Uncle Steve.
Trumpy with a strong move inside draws the foul, so he's going to go to the line for a pair of foul shots.
You know, this Trumpy kid, I was saying in the first half, it's almost like everybody else is playing one game, and he's all out there by himself playing another at a pace of comfort, confidence, smoothness, and just not rattled by, if the momentum's against them, he's still playing his game. And that's one thing I like about the way this kid plays basketball.
Very composed.
Yes.
4-point game.
It's what we predicted. Mechanicsburg boys will not go away and make this a game to the end.
Farnham. Foul.
You know what? Larry wanted these guys to come out aggressive, and there's a second foul of the half, but he'll take that because he doesn't want to be on the road playing passive.
No, they are aggressive, and Dillon tried to sneak one. He wants a layup. He's a scorer, and he's got that mentality. He's going to go after the ball.
Jeff, we were talking, you were here to give comments during the Mechanicsburg Trinity last year. We were talking in the first half. Bruner's grown up.
Oh, Bruner is, he's got some good skills. He's a very good postman. He's got a nice touch. He's got good drop step moves. I like him. He's a junior too, I believe.
Are you seeing this kid's one level to another in a year?
I really think so. I don't know what he did, but he worked hard on his game this summer. You can tell that.
We have a timeout on the floor with 4:05 left. Trinity on top by 4, 39-35.
Todd, what's your thoughts under the basket there? I know there's a lot of fouling going on they're not calling. There's a lot of bumping. And is this just the style that the referees are living with right now?
I think tonight, I think as a coach, as long as they're not making those calls, it's okay. I think the physical play is just indicative of what the Keystone Division is, and they're letting them play. And I know Coach Thompson will tell you too. I'd rather let them play than get that ticky-tacky stuff. So, hey, this is a big game.
John, what about you? What do you think?
As long as they're consistent, and they've been consistent so far. I think as a coach or a player, that's all you can really hope for. You know, you don't want a guy to call it one time and not the other. If you're going to call it once, call it every time down. And so far, we've seen consistent officiating.
Yeah, we saw it in the girls' game because I can't think of one call that any of us questioned, one call that other than the Christy Britton wanting a flagrant on the one push out of bounds. And she got it after a while, but pretty much just a great night. Referees stepping up in this atmosphere.
I think Mechanicsburg's picking up full court right now.
Haven't seen this, some token pressure in the backcourt. That's Trumpy down low for Trinity. Nice move, puts it on the floor to the hoop and in. Josh Trumpy. It's now a 6-point Shamrock lead. Farnham puts it on the floor, drives, doesn't get the bounce.
Oh, nice rebound.
Bruner.
That's a man's
yes!
rebound.
Woo!
Wow.
Yo!
Zach Bruner, rebound, put back, and the foul.
Man, I caught an elbow on that play.
Here it is again.
Look, I caught an elbow. Oh, look, it just hit me in the commentator table.
Tight rim and all, he's that ball up and in. Hey, you're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
High School Sports Live on ABC 27 is sponsored in part by The Patriot News, powered by PennLive.com, by Pac Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their portfolios, and by Keystone Tax Associates, a specialized sales and use tax consulting business that helps its clients recover sales and use tax refunds, as well as defending clients' audits.
As you can see, last year I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoop shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
High School Sports Live on ABC 27 is sponsored in part by the Carlisle Sentinel. Log on to Cumberland.com for high school sports coverage and more. By Allied Cleaning Technologies, Central Pennsylvania's premier resurfacing gym floor specialist, utilizing the most environmentally safe, durable, high-gloss gym floor coatings manufactured. by the Keystone State Games, coming to the Harrisburg area again in 2013. And by Sports Recruiters, your vehicle for sports success, with programs to help you get recruited. SportsRecruiters.com.
Oh, they're riding the Great Bear. Look at these guys.
And Todd's in the middle of the action. Look at that, folks. That's what you missed during the timeout. While you're seeing that action from the Mechanicsburg cheerleading section, Bruner completes the three-point play. So it's now a three-point game. 41-38. Trinity leading Mechanicsburg, 3.5 to go, third quarter. Trumpy inside short, gets his own rebound. Foot on the baseline. Trumpy did everything right that time except the ball just didn't go in for him. So Mechanicsburg with the ball, chance to cut the lead to 1 or possibly tie. Shankweiler, wild right-handed shot, no good. Gets it back, puts it up, and in.
You know what? What comes to mind on that play is the harder you work, the luckier you get, because Mechanicsburg's just fighting, batting balls around, and getting the balls goes your way sometimes after a while.
That's what happened.
And it did right there.
Antonelli pulls up, banks it, no good. Trumpy follow, no good. Shankweiler with a rebound for the Cats, and he gets fouled. Another look at the action underneath here. There's the tip.
Nice rebound.
And the foul right there.
Shankweiler's really coming to play right now.
Yeah, and Coach Thompson, I know you're a big man coach. Trumpy just missed a couple of short ones, but he got great opportunities for Trinity. It's a battle of who's actually finishing right now.
Right, and Trumpy had a nice finish. It just didn't go down for him. Shankweiler's playing much better this half, I believe.
Yeah, they needed somebody to help Bruner. Bruner's tired. He hasn't come out yet.
Wildcats chance to tie.
That's
Smith,
a nice,
no good, but drew the foul. Well, Josh Smith's going to go to the line for 2.
I don't know if you guys remember, I know we were all present last year, but the difference in Colin Farnham in this game and last year's game is Colin did great last year, but he pressed to try to score a little too much when he was boxed in 1. He has 14 points, I believe, at this point, and it's all come within the flow, and the rest of the team has been able to score, and he still has been able to have his contribution. Look for him to possibly have some back-breaking opportunities from the three-point line and hopefully take advantage of it for Mechanicsburg.
Oh, Smith doesn't get the roll on the rim.
Here's Westner with the ball.
We are tied at 41, 2 minutes to go, third quarter.
You know, and there's a lot of great players who score a lot of points that haven't scored in a while for Trinity, so watch out.
Westner got a good look. Another big rebound.
Westner has just such a feel, guys, for the basket, knows how to feel the defense. You know, his shot's not going in right now, but boy, he is smooth out there when he plays the game.
Farnham drives, tries to dish inside, loses the handle, still loose over the end line.
I'll tell you what, that's a good job by the officials of not making any bad or any calls on that, letting the guys play. A lot of knicky-knacks in there.
Yeah, play on. Good defense, good penetration. They're trying hard to get Farnham a 3. Smith may be the key in his penetration, though.
Yeah, because he's strong with the ball. He knows how to get fouled, use his body. It's all about angles.
There's a post open.
Bruner's trying to get position, and he got it. Oh, he
had
the guard on him, too. Mechanicsburg is so precise with these cuts and the flex offense at this point.
To the hoop.
Nice take.
No
Nice
good,
take.
but the foul.
Very
Reed
patient.
Allowith on the drive.
Mechanicsburg was very patient that whole possession.
This guy does this well. Did it in the first quarter, now doing it again in the third.
First one in and out, no good. Still tied at 41, 49 seconds to go.
You know, the Mechanicsburg players haven't gotten much rest here. They don't have the luxury of being 10 deep.
Well, they just took Zach out for a little breather here on the defensive possession.
That was smart. Also, they don't want him to get another foul either.
Mechanicsburg with that made foul shot, their first lead since 28-26 in the first half. Dylan DeFrank on the drive to the hoop. Non-shooting foul, just the second team foul of the half by the Wildcats.
Looks like they want making Dylan put the ball on the floor because he's an excellent spot-up shooter.
Tell you what, Mechanicsburg's tracking all shooters right now. Trinity.
Drive on the baseline. Westner was under the basket but draws the foul.
You know what? I saw the referee looking there and shaking his head. He didn't want to have to call that. It was almost like the ref saying, man, why did you bail the guy out? Because he had no chance of making it.
He was in no man's land. He was too far underneath to do anything.
Yeah, but he called it because the kid got fouled.
He did get fouled. And playing basketball with Mr. Kennard, he doesn't usually give you those ticky-tack fouls. He's a pretty strong man, that one official.
Looks like he refs football, too. Tell you what, Western on the line. Tie game.
Looks like he wants to be there.
Westner's two foul shots puts Trinity back on top. 43-42. Closing seconds of the third quarter.
Mike Haynes, sophomore guard, in for Trinity.
Trinity 10 of 11 from the line so far tonight from the charity stripe. 5 seconds. Bruner inside, no good.
Oh, nice
rebound.
It
up.
What
good.
A rebound.
Bruner, big time move inside. Here it is again.
Coach Thompson, talk about what the big man's supposed to do on him.
Watch this, he keeps it up. He never brings it down and fouls aggressively. Super big man move.
That is basic basketball camp teaching right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Fourth offensive rebound for Mechanicsburg this quarter. Bruner completes the three-point play. Wildcats up by 2. 2 seconds left, third quarter. And we are going to start the fourth quarter with Mechanicsburg leading Trinity. Great third quarter by the Wildcats. They overcome a 5-point halftime deficit. They now lead by 2 as we head to the final quarter. 45-43. You're watching High School Sports Live. ABC 27 presented by PHFA.
Some of my favorite memories are set in the warm summer sun. These memories are so important to protect, just like my family. You can find that protection with the Capital Region Insurance Agency. Affordable protection and superior service from Erie Insurance. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Call the Capital Region Insurance Agency for a quote today. 717-731-1142.
If you thought November at Brenner Chrysler Jeep was big, you ain't seen nothing yet. The Big Finish 2012 is still going strong with the biggest deals yet. Find 0% financing up to 72 months. All 2012 vehicles priced at invoice. And big discounts. Up to $12,661 on the luxurious 2012 Chrysler 300C. Your biggest deal of 2012 is at the Big Finish 2012. Only at Brenner Chrysler Jeep. Bigger, better, Brenner.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Back Mechanicsburg High School. Fourth quarter is now underway. Mechanicsburg leading Trinity 45-43.
The problem for Trinity is, guys, Mechanicsburg knows how to switch off really well, so they don't get lost in those exchanges with the guards for freed up jump shots.
They're doing a fine job right now covering those shots.
Trumpy with an air ball on that jumper.
Looks like they might try to take the air out of the ball a little bit.
Well,
they did this in the second quarter, and it came back to bite them a little bit.
I think they want to. I think he's going to probably go after him after about 15 seconds. I think they just want to try to create a little bit of panic on Trinity's part, and possibly even get them to make some dumb fouls or play a little extra defense. There are advantages to this as long as you don't set on it.
Agnew's a very good defensive player.
Oh, he's very good. His brother could fill it up, and he shuts guys down.
Very good patience, good passing.
I don't mind this as a coach if you're using it to spread a team out so you can go by him and get layups.
Look at this
like
right
that.
here.
Like that.
It's beautiful. Good call, Charlie.
47-43.
That looked like Dave Lebo coached basketball.
They lulled him to sleep and got a back door with number 2.
Trumpy baseline, jams it home.
That's a pretty nice answer.
Even the Mechanicsburg crowd clapping on that one. He had to give it up for that move. Bruner to the hoop, and
Bruner.
Good.
You know, Bruner went to a hoop group Elite 100 showcase and was voted one of the top underclassmen at the camp, and I think he's showing why people at the high level see potential in himself as well.
Trumpy inside. It's the Trumpy and Bruner show, folks.
Yeah, this game should have featured the guards. Right now, it's featuring the big
man inside. Who would have thought it, right?
I'll tell you what, I haven't seen a kid drive baseline, double pump, and dunk it 2 hands in a long time in high school basketball. I think the hair on my neck's rising a little bit.
Very athletic move.
You're just jealous that you can't do it.
I
right?
can't do it, and I am jealous. And I want that for Christmas, Santa Claus.
Good luck waiting for that one.
Todd, you know you never dunked in your day. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it. You know, I'm not even in that classification. But you know, you guys have talked about it's a guards game. Really, Trumpy has been a leader of this team all year.
Oh, Dylan got one.
Frank to the hoop and doesn't get it, but draws the foul.
Dylan was relentless. He wanted that. He's been wanting that play for the last 4 minutes.
Here's that dunk again. Baseline drive up and in with 2 hands.
Woo.
Tyler, whoa.
That gave us.
I believe Dylan plays like his grandfather, Harry.
And he misses the first one.
You know what else about Trumpy? He has a deceptive look at height. He doesn't look as tall as he is. He does go at least 6'6". At first glance, he's about 6'4", but the more you look at him standing next to guys like Bruner, you see he has a good 2 inches on these guys.
And DeFrank,
a legitimate postman.
DeFrank, one of the best outside shooters around, misses 2 foul shots.
Well, that's called excitement.
Number 2 low.
Again, Bruner.
They've got to deny that post pass.
Charlie, they're doing something really basic. Mechanicsburg's just going with the motion offense, box-to-box screens, and literally, I mean, Trinity has no answer for a box-to-box screen right now.
Todd, how are you going to stop that?
You know what? Maybe stay in front. Switch.
You know what?
You've got to front the post.
The wrong guy is guarding Bruner. I would have Trumpy guarding him right now. look for Larry maybe to switch that up, because you got to have somebody that can jump up and contest that shot and make him and alter his shot. Wow.
Well, they've got to do something differently, and that's why they called the timeout. So, Charlie, I think you're right on this one.
Well, if not, sandwich in front of him and let Trumpy come over and be the backside defense. But Bruner has a soft touch. He even can step out and hit the 15-footer if given the opportunity.
Well, this might be his show tonight. Trinity has a lot of answers, though, so it's not over.
4:31 left. Mechanicsburg with a 51-47 lead.
Brad's back in the game. I think that could be key.
You know, talking about player of the game here, guys, I mean, Bruner's got to be a mention. For Trinity, Trumpy's got to be a mention. You know?
And how about Smith for the first half that he played?
Well, and even Farnham quietly has double digits in this game.
I think this is going to be a team MVP.
Yeah. Well, if Trumpy dunks on one more person, I would disagree. It'll be
nice defensive rebound.
Wiley, big rebound off the Trumpy miss.
Thompson, that's your boy Shank coming through in the second half.
He's doing it. I like Josh with the ball. I just like him with the ball.
Yeah. Strickler using his timeouts wisely.
That was the one Bruner basket. Big rebound there by Shankweiler. Got the ball off, too, before he went down to the ground to avoid the traveling call.
You know, Bob Strickler, I think the thought is let's have our team maybe use clock here, but if he can get a Princeton backdoor cut, maybe hit the post around the elbow, get a guard cut and backdoor. Trinity's denying those wings pretty hard. You might catch him sleeping for a layup, but I think he's gonna pull the rein tight on these guys and not give them too much freedom unless you can find a bucket like that.
Well, you'll notice that Trumpy's guarding number 2, Zach Bruner, now, as you predicted, out of the timeout.
Mechanicsburg 4-point lead and the ball.
What's nice about Trumpy is he can guard a point guard on the perimeter and he can guard a post inside, so it doesn't matter where Bruner catches the ball. He can handle it.
Josh Smith sets it up.
Strick. That's the second.
Steal
by Agnew.
Taking it to the hoop. Good. Antonelli with the lay-in off the Agnew steal. 2-point game, 51-49 now.
Mechanicsburg just has to play.
Yeah, play.
They got to play like they're losing.
And that they're in the line for one-on-one.
Yeah, and you cannot play conservative against this Trinity team with that kind of defensive pressure and energy on the ball. And that one-on-one's big because there's still a few fouls to give before the bonus for Trinity. Before Trinity gets to shoot foul shots, Mechanicsburg could use that to their advantage.
Big by Josh.
Josh makes the first. There was a steal by Agnew. Nice pass. Gets it to Antonelli. Lays it in. Smith makes the second, so back to a 4-point lead for the Wildcats.
Well, that ball handling and those big foul shots are also a player of the game. That might even be a play of the game, separating them to 4 points.
Wait, if he can continue to do that, that's my vote right there.
This is a big possession for Trinity. Looking to double. Look at this guy.
He took an outside shot.
Baseline jumper, no good. Farnham with the rebound.
That's a shot that was going in for him in the first half.
And a reach-in foul.
Antonelli's losing his head a little here, and that's not necessary because this is still a game.
There's so much time left, and they shoot so well.
Yeah, that's Kostelak is not happy with stopping the ball and giving a team a chance to make it now a two to three possession game.
That's Antonelli's 4th foul.
Josh Smith
with another foul shot.
As you guys know, we spend a lot of time at Advanced Hoops working with kids on their shot. And this young man here is an amazing story, soccer player. Parents asked me to work with his shot several years ago, and I said, hey, have him just focus on soccer. But he always was good at making foul shots, and he's showing it right there.
He sure is. He's making it tough for T-High right now.
6-point lead for the Wildcats. 2.5 left.
Who's going to pull the trigger for Trinity?
Pass tipped. Smith to the hoop. Now they're going to call traveling on the play.
That was a nice defensive play by Trinity. Might have saved the game.
Yeah, that hustle by
Dylan DeFrank.
That keeps it a 2-possession game. Note at 2:23 that happened.
Huge play for Dylan.
They do not want to give Trinity any air. I'm only concerned that Trinity's still thinking threes have to win the game. Instead
Wessner turnaround from the inside the 3-point line, no good. Bruner with a rebound. Foul in the backcourt. That should be the 10th foul, so that's going to be the double bonus. There it is, 10th foul in the second half.
You know, I would say to Bruner right now, if I was the coach, to make the big guy less nervous, just get me one, big guy. Just get me one. Oh, now just get me one. Oh, he's so hyped.
He is hyped. He is hyped.
Now Strick's saying, just get me one, baby. Just get me one.
He'll relax for this second shot.
You know, but Trinity is the team for this moment, though. They got a shooter's chance.
They definitely do. They got all shooters on the floor.
Under 2 minutes to go. The Wildcats, their biggest lead of the night. They're up 7.
No threes available in the end.
Wessner drives. Trumpy tried to jam it. Got fouled.
That was a very strong move to the basket.
You can tell he wanted this one just like that first one, but no. Shankweiler with a foul.
Todd, you're right next to that. What does that look like? These big guys pounding on each other, going to the rim.
I thought that last play right there was pretty clean. I thought Swank came over and got both hands up and really stopped him in midair. I think that really was a tough one to go against him.
But you know what? I would say Trumpy has earned that respect by the officials all game long.
Yes, he has, and that was a big, strong move in the proper call. You want your bigs going strong this point in the game.
Josh Smith is the wrong guy to press, guys.
This could be his game.
Fortunately for Mechanicsburg. Don't need a shot.
They're trapping out at half court, but Josh is going back to the foul line.
Todd, I'm going to put you on the spot now that the game's in this situation. Before the game, you had a sense that there may be an upset tonight. Can you talk about why you had that feeling and why that this may become a reality right now?
I really saw, on Wednesday night, I saw something in Trinity. And one of the things is, in the keys of games, I said, you know, got to play that old defense. Now, they picked their defense up here in the second half, but they're very suspect on the baseline. They give the baseline up really easy, and they're letting teams stay around. Like Lower Dauphin was scrappy. The indication, the score on the paper wasn't what I saw. And I thought, you know, they just seemed like they had a couple guys sick, and they looked like they were ripe for an upset. And then come on, a tough place to play in Mechanicsburg. And Coach Strickler, I thought, had a great game plan. Keeping the score in the 50s. And look, it's benefited them.
Yeah, and they have had very good perimeter defense tonight. But I think when it counts, you know what? We got to vote for player of the game right now, guys. Todd, your thoughts?
Right now, I thought the difference maker was Zach Bruner. I mean, he came in, I've got him with 18 points. Just a difference maker inside.
I echo that. he was the one who really took control in the second quarter when the Wildcats came from behind to take the lead. So I'd have to throw my vote in favor of Mr. Bruner.
Coach Thompson.
Well, obviously I like the big guys, and Zach did a wonderful job, but Josh Smith coming off a bad ankle. He didn't even know if he was going to play tonight.
Wow.
I'd have to say he's got the heart.
Well, I agree with the play of Josh Smith and the value of Josh Smith. I will be the tiebreaker. If Mechanicsburg goes on to win this, I'll be the tiebreaker and say that Zach Bruner deserves player of the game. The Brenner's family of dealerships player of the game.
We approach the 1 minute mark of the fourth quarter. Mechanicsburg, 7-point lead. Look at that move by Smith. Coach Strickler calls the timeout.
Pretty nifty ball handling. That looked like Charlie. That looked like you.
Okay, all right.
Isn't that Curly Neal?
Hey,
the Globetrotters go down to the knee and do the little moves there.
Okay, guys, let's re-vote, okay? I'm going to change my vote to Zach Bruner and Josh Smith together, player of the game.
Co-player.
John, what do you think?
I like that. That's good.
Okay, Todd?
Hey, I'm for
I
what you
can
guys
go that
say,
way.
yeah.
Well, there's a minute left to go, but
That's right. I mean,
I like it. I really like it.
With Trinity's three-point shooters, let's not put this one in the win column
No,
just yet.
they
for
can
the
hit three in a heartbeat.
Right. And let's talk about Trinity here. Trumpy's clearly a player of the game for Trinity. Is that what you guys would think?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a man inside, that's for sure.
Yeah, he was beating to his own drummer tonight. He was playing despite any of the momentum swings. He was his same player all night long. We got Todd McCall over there with the students.
Hey, I wanted to make sure. I feel like the dean of students here with Trinity tonight. They have been very respectful of the crowd of the year, too. This is a group here that's been coming strong all night. So I just wanted to get them on, too.
Bad inbounds pass stolen by DeFrank, and he is fouled, so he's going to go to the line.
John, I don't think this game's over yet.
Let's mark that play down. That one inbounds pass, that could be something that changes this whole thing. Let's see.
Oh, DeFrank needs to make 2 shots here.
That's 3 in a row he's missed. That the front end of a 1-and-1.
Nice rebound.
Rebound by Shankweiler. He's fouled, so he's going to go to the other end and chance to up the 7-point advantage.
I like the way Shankweiler is controlling that ball right now. He's grown up in this game.
Fans shouting, it's all over. It might be, but you never know.
Foul shooting so important in this last minute of the game.
We saw that in the girls' game earlier. Mechanicsburg, once they got the lead, they just kept icing it and stretching that advantage in the closing minutes. Shankweiler hits the first. The Cats' biggest lead of the night now. It's 8 points.
I remember his brother, Parker Shankweiler. A lot smaller, but they come in all sizes in that family, that's for sure. Go from 5'9" to 6'6".
Trinity pulling out all the stops now. DeFrank launches a wild 3, but gets fouled in the act of shooting. He's going to go to the line for 3 shots.
And obviously they have to intensify their pressure to the full court and make something happen with a turnover.
So DeFrank to shoot 3. He's missed 3 in a row.
Look at that. I mean, look at Santa Claus, the disciples. You got a piece of pizza over there in the student section. Oh my Lord!
It's a tremendous crowd.
Couple dogs and cats. Oh my Lord! A couple. Whoa! What do we got? Some MTV guys there from MTV videos.
Hey, all is right with high school basketball.
So DeFrank calmly nails all 3 foul shots. So it's now just a 5-point game. 58-53.
This is a possession
under
right
50
here.
seconds to go. And DeFrank is going to pick up the foul. So Josh Smith's going to go to the line. 45 seconds left.
The game's in his hands right now.
Yeah, it almost seems like this is the longest under a minute. That 45 seconds is an eternity when you're playing against a Trinity team that can take 2 shots and tie it up.
Right, every foul shot's important right now. I know that's what Coach Strickler's thinking.
And this is important because this shot turns it into a 3-shot game as compared to just a 2. Wow.
And he drills it. 7-point lead for the Wildcats. DeFrank, 3, no. Bruner, no, with the rebound, and follow-up by Trinity's Jay Agnew inside.
Hey, there was some action inside. Hold
hands.
hands.
To see it. Look at the guys battling underneath there.
He got pulled back a little bit. They were battling.
That's what cleared it and opened up the door for Agnew to take it in.
What kind of pressure do you expect now? Same face guard, full court?
Yeah, nobody on the ball. Look for. I would look for Mechanicsburg to bring one of the bigs up, like a Bruner or somebody to receive the inbound. But they also got to think of making foul shots too. Who's going to be able to make the foul shots?
Well, what I saw last time, if they have courage, they might be able to go deep. But it looks like they're taking Trumpy off the ball.
Also, Colin Farnham, look for him to try to get him the ball as well. 4 across is really hard to guard here. Somebody's going to catch the basketball.
And they got the right man with the ball.
Smith dishes. Hoop!
I think our revote made a lot of sense, guys.
Trinity keeps possession. 18 seconds left, but they trail by 7.
They're not eliminated, but it's become a lot tougher.
I'll tell you what, Josh Smith not only secured a dual player of the game here, he just secured president of the student class for the junior class by the student section with the popularity he's received tonight.
Loose ball. Held possession.
John, there might be only 12 seconds left, but I saw 5 people on the floor after that ball.
On both sides of the ball. Hats off.
Mechanicsburg by 7 and with the ball.
Who's got the ball again? What a play! I can't believe that catch. And he didn't travel. That was a great play.
Well, that was not only a great catch, but a great held pivot foot.
Oh, wow.
If we could get it in,
man.
The play of the game is the held pivot foot.
Just a great fundamental.
Trinity has not made a 3-pointer this half. They were living by it in the first, haven't made one in the second.
Well, Mechanicsburg defense might have had something to do with that.
Well, also, too, you get tired after a while. We talked about that in the first quarter when they were up 18-9, that they were going to be living and possibly dying by it. I wouldn't say that they took that approach. And a lot of good buckets around the hoop, but Trumpy's only one guy. He's only one guy.
He is only one guy. Mechanicsburg had enough inside.
Smith makes 2. 64-55. Wild 3, no. Farnham rebound. And that's going to do it. Mechanicsburg hands Trinity its first loss of the year.
They might have to redo the floor.
That's called students going wild here at Mechanicsburg High School.
Could you say an early Christmas present for the Wildcat fans?
Well, that was their last day of school, so I think they just celebrated.
Okay, again, the final score, Mechanicsburg knocks off Trinity 64-55. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
For generations, Caterpillar has delivered innovative products that help customers build strong, profitable businesses. And for more than 60 years, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company has been Pennsylvania's source for first-class Caterpillar equipment, service, parts, and rentals. With 26 locations across Pennsylvania, we've grown right alongside our customers, delivering on our commitment to provide a superior experience and maximum value. Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, helping Pennsylvania prosper since 1948.
Hey folks, I've never met anyone who didn't love a bargain. At Ollie's Bargain Outlet, you'll find brand name merchandise at up to 70% off the fancy store prices. We scour the world to find closeouts, package changes, overruns, bargains on Mattel, Black & Decker, Ortho, Mohawk, Bissell, Random House, and more.
New bargains arrive daily, but when they're gone, they're gone. Visit ollies.us for a store near you. Ollie's.
Good stuff, cheap!
Max Saver here at Carnes Foods, where you'll always find a ton of great deals from groceries to meat department.
There's no place like Carnes for the holidays, with fresh holiday turkeys, fruit baskets, holiday pies, cakes, and frozen extra jumbo shrimp for only $6.99 a pound. Plus, right now, Carnes has incredible savings, like Levy's whole semi-boneless hams, only $1.99 a pound. Whole smoked Kunzler, Burke's, or Carnes double-smoked boneless hams, only $2.89 a pound. And USDA Choice whole T-bone short loins, just $4.88 a pound.
Carnes, over 3,000 items on sale every day in every store.
What's in a name? Everything. It's your own personal brand. It's who you are. Your word. At Members First, our name speaks volumes. It's our guarantee to our members that there is nothing more important to us than you, your family, your well-being.
When you walk into a Members First branch or office, we'll get to know you, and we'll greet you by name. Open an account today and take advantage of our low Visa balance transfer rate. At Members First, we put our members first.
Welcome back to Mechanicsburg High School, where the Wildcats knocked off Trinity in the boys' game tonight by a final score of 64-55. John Reppes along with Charlie Fortney, and boy, I tell you, it's been quite a 24 hours here at Mechanicsburg High School. We had a great wrestling match that we had for you live last night. We had a good girls' game. We had a great boys' game tonight.
I'll tell you what, I'm tired watching. I'm tired commentating. I'm going to go to sleep when I get home, and I'm going to get a lot. So I'm going to sleep in the morning. But I'll tell you what, the players of the game, Zach Bruner, Josh Smith, along with a great game plan by Strickler. Hats off to Trinity. Did play hard. They just walked into a Wildcat setting here tonight.
Normally we give our player of the game award to one player, but tonight we're going to share that, as Charlie was saying. So we're going to go to Todd McCall, who has our two players of the game. Todd?
Thank you, guys. I'm here with two players of the game, not one, Zach Bruner, Josh Smith, and I'm also here with Coach Strickler. Coach, your team came on a floor, your home floor, and won a big Keystone game. More importantly, they won a West Shore War. Talk a little bit about what you did and that game plan you had tonight.
Well, most importantly, we talked about defending our home floor tonight, and, you know, I thought we did a great job. They shot it extremely well in the first half and put 35 points on the board, but as I look at that scoreboard right now, it looks like they scored 20 in the second half, so that's